Yeah, it looked like they were taking the balloon a couple times to do some scouting to make sure that they were able to get a good spot. But here we are with Navi and Max Strafe with the Prowler shots. Prowler is so incredibly strong, but unfortunately he went down and are really confident into going in, getting those entry frags, and then Padoli can follow up very easily. So I really like seeing him on those snipers.
Well, flavor of the month, having a lot of spice to this fight. They found Weigers and gotten involved, as well as Gambit, who have been kind of interchanging with Weigers as well. So flavor of the month, doing a great job. You mentioned that they were kind of geared up, and they are. Look at that, one full Evo already. Purple's about to be expanded, you would imagine, with just a bit more damage. And Alliance looking to maybe push the issue. But Dolly, we know, has the angles, and Hockey just says, let me go and try and finish this off. He's done damage. At least one KP could be coming here. And that's just going to be an abandoned teammate. They're saying, we're just going to go for placement points here. There's no way we're going to win this fight against the full Alliance squad.
Yeah, they did really well there. They were able to get the shots, and they're very confident. They had two teammates go into the zone while he ended up finishing and caught back to them.
Awesome. Well, you know, we've been following Flavor of the Month quite a bit. We've also been checking in on Alliance. We're on quite a rotation, but sticking here with Flavor of the Month, they're looking to fight it out. Rabanu, he'll go down. Flavor of the Month, oh, pressured out. They just couldn't get there in time. And did they just make that happen? Oh boy, look at the impact there. They're going to go ahead and find one, and that's third.
Contact with Caustic.
And so you can see here, major pushers. They're not pushing this time. It's kind of the irony of the name. You really see them playing defensive. And as we wait, there's the defensive bombardment from Gibraltar. The dome shield, it's coming up in response as well. Tries to throw the Arc Star at one gate of the portal because he knows teams are coming through, and they are at the edge of the zone. They don't have to push any farther. And there it is. He's scanning it yet again. Beast of the Hunt still active for 12 seconds. Any knockdown's going to give him 15 more seconds onto that thing, and the drone's detected, and you know that's bad news because here comes the EMP, cracking shields and cracking hopes. The Crypto is going to find it. Ranch is still alive. He's into the Voided Away. The Mastiff in hand and the Flatline. That's going to be a knock, but no, a team from downtown comes through, and it's Purge. Absolutely destroyed. And Zanba, he's against the clock. 80% on the ultimate. 12 seconds left before this circle starts to move. Again, they don't have to go too far. They have the high ground, and they got a lot of cover except for this bridge. So that's what they're trying to set up. Paradise trying to go through it as well, and he's going to get there. They're in zone. This is a nice spot, but again, a little bit of a low ground, so you have to now get the bat off. They will push, and it will be the Pathfinder coming in. Oh, the Mastiff as well from Mexico. He'll find it and purge. It looks like they are purged here. Zanma, the only hope. But he's hiding now, and the defensive bombardment looking to go, but the Wattson pylon will save it, and here comes, oh my god, the other team, the Caustic. We had mentioned it with the Evo shield. Drone detected, but will that matter? They're going to be pushing into 1, 2, 3, and that is just going to be it. 1, 2, 3 is the champion.
They like to run that crypto recon meta, and they like to play crypto in the same way that teams, you know, really for the first 10 months of Apex played Pathfinder. Rotate early, find circle. Of course, you don't have a Pathfinder, but now, of course, crypto can scan beacons and can also get that intel for you. So really, in my eyes, with Pathfinder buffs, with the crypto, nerfs, with the crypto buffs, no reason not to. But let's check back at the gameplay here. It looks like New Esports can find themselves in a pretty rough spot and going to get tagged up as Rondon, last member alive, is going to find a way to clutch up. But for now, he needs to find at least a few more picks if he can. No, he gets shut down.
Rondon. These two teams kind of battling back and forth. G7 Scout, on the rise, going to hit for 36, but Alliance, there we go, we just saw, taking down one Flavor of the Month, now getting pushed here with the grenade. They're going to hide shield cell away, wingman shots flaring to the left side, will crack just the side, and so Hawkes, he's going to say, I need a better vantage point here and a better bit of respite so I can get back into this fight. Badoli and Vaves holding it down. Meanwhile, he's going to start pushing and giving them a little bit of pressure relief, and they're going to find Flavor of the Month Taylor, so that's just one more. He's looking to get the final push here. Can they do it? Knock Flavor of the Month out. And Alliance, they seem all but in danger right now. But as I say it, oh my god, from the backside, guess who it is? Na'Vi show up and they take down Alliance.
Love to have a Wattson on their team, but they do not. They're, of course, representing that Caustic meta that's working pretty well. We'll see what they can do. The Italians making their debut. Meanwhile, back on board with Na'Vi. We hyped him up. And guess what? Ninem's going to down a member of Weiger's. That's Nook. Jumping back to it. But no, they're going to get shut down. So just like that, we
action reload many times. And I don't feel like it's still been the primary sniper really a lot because the charge rifle's so consistent with Evo shields. That kind of upped that value. And hold that thought before talking about snipers, because it's all about the shotguns here. And Orglis and Hungry, Matafe, Kuia, and Yasilta, they are in trouble as Matafe is the only one alive. I wouldn't count him out because he's gotten through this situation many times before. In an awkward position, but alive, and with some decent weapons as well. But here it is. It's going to be off limits and No Name getting involved.
Exactly right. Let's see how this engagement is going to go down. Off limits, the Italian squad. Going to take out the other squad. It is No Name, so good job so far. That's what Caustic does in these fights so incredibly well, and especially against a Jibby who moves and is so big. Nice shot's going to get put through, though. Not going to be enough. Mux, last member alive, needs to try and do something, and guess what? What he's going to do is run with his tail between his legs.
And you know what? I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing in that situation. That's a hard one even for a Caustic to get out of, and he's going to let these other teams fight because the circle is about to close in. 23 seconds. Lazarus, Savage Wolf, he's just trying his best. He's got a Phoenix kit. Bombs are berating him and his teammates. He's got 10 health to his name, and I think he's going to get it off. So Lazarus, they have a chance. 2 hostiles remaining. That is just Jay Savage Wolf and, of course, his teammate who hasn't finally been killed. So there's a little bit of a chance, and it's really up to, do they want to push it? Les Sites de France, though, fall out. They're alive, and there's only 3 squads remaining.
We're going to have the individuals from CIS, I believe Russia, going up against the Frenchmen in Les Sites de France. Lazarus is in shambles. Goodbye, Jay Savage. You are out. That leaves us to 2, if not 3 teams remaining. 2 squads remaining. It's a 3 versus 3 fight between Major Pushers and Les Sites de France. France versus Russia, I believe. Let's see who wins this one and comes out on top.
What a dome shield. What a dome shield. Just protects them from the defensive bombardment that they were counting on. A 6 bot, he's going to go down. Les Sites de France getting pushed here as well. Could it be Cleave who finds it? He'll cleave his way to victory and Major Push. Scenarios pretty completely. And so can you at least salvage something like that if you are not in the position you want to be? The alternator right now, though, an underrated weapon, absolutely, because it's got a lot in the magazine. It could be one of the highest line ammo magazines that you can carry, and it's very consistent damage, and it's really nice hip fire up close. And Hawkes, he's deciding to get up close, but he says, listen, Randy, I got an alternator. It's great and all, but I also have a Mastiff. I'm going to use that one right now. He's going to find the kill. Alliance get some more KP. They end up reviving Badoli, so they don't lose anybody in that engagement, and now there's 17 squads left.
That's exactly right. They get more KP, and that's on Badoli.
Nice
shot by them. Pick it up for
Major
Razzi,
Pushers.
You know what I'm saying? Major Pushers, though, is going to be confronting them right now as it stands. Needs to be careful. Next, Arcstar is going to be almost stuck to the face of Malawan, but it's not enough. This is the #1 team going up against a team that needs a good finish here, as they're currently in 9th or 10th place as Alliance. Ranch is going to get tagged up quite a bit here, but he does have the get-out-of-jail-free card in the form of the Gibraltar bubble. Not enough. Look at the aggression coming through from Pathfinder of Alliance, and that's going to be it. Alliance does it against the Major Pushers.
You can almost feel the tension fall out because teams are a little bit less aggressive to make these opening plays. And right now with Gambit, they're looking to continue finishing off Alliance, who survived pretty long considering the position they were in. But it looks like they're going to go down here with some Hemlock play, and that will be it. Alliance falling out, and now Na'Vi getting involved with the fight. And oh my god, Gambit looking to try and take on Na'Vi. Will it be? No, it looks like Gambit will fall, and Na'Vi will clean that one up.
Yeah, that is unfortunate if you're a fan of Gambit or Alliance, because Alliance gets gate kept, and then Gambit gets absolutely dropped on by Na'Vi, the third-party unfortunate reality of really any BR. But nice job by Na'Vi being the third one to the party and being able to clean those up. And sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. So Gambit, Alliance both out, now on board of 3 lanes esports. They did get the revive, so I was actually wrong earlier, as they got the revive on 1, but Jurovic in a really, really rough spot right now, forced to back out and reset if he can. It looks like they actually got taken out by Postkill and Kashera, who they actually had knocked earlier.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a really strong play from New Esports, and you could see the way that, you know, using I think the aggression of the crypto and then following up with, I believe it was a grenade that really took off their the entirety of almost their damage. They had about 50 health left. just really strong play, especially for a team who was hesitating. And sometimes, like I said, it's going to be hard to win that burst against the Caustic, but it is sometimes better to make a decision and commit to it versus kind of staying in between two decisions, because that leaves the other team in charge of your fate. They can then make a strong decision, and you are now on the back foot, and that's obviously what we saw there in that engagement. But Third Impact been so effective in Apex Legends since I've started watching them, and we've seen them grow as players in a team. And what you just saw there was kind of like an EU conga line right there, where essentially you saw Alliance and then Gambit and then Na'Vi and then Third Impact essentially keep fighting each other after they had fought the previous team, and Third Impact just is the team without someone behind them. And so now they're good, they're able to rotate, but look at this. T-Rex moving in on what we could only assume is Purge, who have held this down the entire time. And Dippity, he's going to go down. No, it's Smith Amaz who's going to find that one. Zerifer, he's going to take down Jay Savage. And this is actually fighting a little bit on the other side, so it's Lazarus that ended up trying to push them. And T-Rex are going to win that engagement.
Oh my goodness, T-Rex going up against Lazarus. We know Purge is nearby. So it looks like the three teams actually that we saw at the beginning, it was foreshadowing, as those three teams are now very well positioned in the pit to get to be the first to rotate. However, T-Rex needs to be careful here because so many teams are converging. 11 squads remaining in this one. T-Rex down but not out. Look at the rotation and the movement from Zerifer. He some way, somehow, with some brilliant movement, is able to just jump his way out, but it's not going to be enough. He gets taken out, unfortunately.
Kraber, one-shot kill, one shot essentially out of the fight, and you now can push a 3v2. And so, honestly, Weigers are in a very strong spot, especially with any wingman shots hitting. And you know Nook is going to try to make that happen. 8 squads left as we head into round 5.
Rain Day. I love how they're playing that too. They actually split the two members without the Kraber alone and send the Kraber member by himself to try and just get some more intel, some more vision. That's a good kind of 2-1 split right there. Meanwhile, Third Impact Black in a pretty rough spot. Looks like they're getting pushed quite significantly, and that might be all she wrote for Third Impact. Great shots being put in here by Weigers. Actually, no, it's the same Weigers squad, and this is the aggression that they're playing with here.
I mean, Third Impact, but a great seizing of the opportunity from Weigers, and look who it is. Flavor of the month. They have had a lot of troubles getting involved in those early skirmishes with Na'Vi, with Gambit, with Alliance, and now they stayed out of it. They said, you guys fight. We're going to be ready for this final circle. And so far, 7 squads left, 3 seconds before the round starts to push. They definitely have given themselves a chance.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Flavor of the month. We have Weigers still in this one. A couple teams that you've heard of that need a good performance here. And there's the ultimate coming through from the Gibraltar, but they're going to get tagged from behind. Here's that dome shield, that artificial cover that they're going to be able to leverage to their advantage. And, of course, opportunity to heal back up. They'll get back to full health. And they should be leveling up that Evo shield momentarily, and off is the last one waiting to do it. So Flavor of the Month, former Virtus Pro, currently stuck and forced to fight a 2-front war here. They need to pick, and they need to pick fast, because if it's anything like World War II, it's not going to work out well for the Axis.
Weigers are in such a good spot right here. Flavor of the Month have nothing and nowhere to go, and so they're trying to, make something bad turn out okay, and unfortunately, I don't think Weigers are going to give them the chance of day to do it. Weigers, they're going to find it out. They've still got... Oh my gosh, it's really just up here with Weigers. I believe they've had such a great advantage point. The Kraber is still there. 4 shots left. This is not a fight you should lose, especially if you can hit this one. He's scoped in. He sees the Caustic. It's a headshot. Oh boy. See you later again. Kraber back to back. Weigers, without a doubt, will be the champions here in game.
Gives us great information about team comps, about info. Big shot to the EMEF. Make sure to drop that man a follow. However, he always talks, quite often about these lobbies. When we have crazy shakeups in the European side of things, or EMEA, this is what really results, is these crazy early games. It looks like we have yet another one. It's going to be a stick that's going to come through, though. Oh my goodness, Cleve with the 360 Arcstar stick. That was brilliant.
That is what you like to see at the start of a game, especially because he's got a Phoenix kit, luckily, but not a lot of time to use it. And if he can just basically hold this shield and basically force them into it, he's already broken one, and there's no telling how much they've got left. That could have been a shield cell.
If you drop, they could be in a good spot here. Meanwhile, it looks like Lazarus is able to do some greatness with some eliminations picked up over Purge.
And that's really going to be the decision here. Can Purge end up finding something out of this? And we're back Alliance here getting pressured. And it seems like Flavor of the Month still on the high ground, but they are getting exposed. And so he's going to be into the void. But what will happen when he comes out of it? Oh, massive shot, 48 to the dome as well. Misses the second one, hits the third for 70. Taylor, he goes down. It's now not. He's the only one alive. He's going to try to push this around. I think there's still 2 members left. Gibby firing along. And yeah, that's going to be a wrap. Seems like Flavor of the Month just couldn't put it together. And Alliance will be the ones taking down post-kill and new. There
We got 0-0 on No Name. We got No Love Esports. We got Alliance, and we got Weigers alive. That's who we know at least. It looks like Verazzi's still alive. Looks like Octane's going to get knocked down from them. Alliance finds himself in an engagement. Look at this positioning from Hockey's. He's such a top slayer in this region. It shows. Getting some good shots in, getting some good angling in, but they're going to find themselves in a pretty rough spot. Badoli able to pop some heals momentarily at least, but they did lose Vapes right now. Alliance needs to go big, and here comes the push. They're going to go wide left. They're going to get some great shots in, and that's going to be brilliant plays from Hockey's, the lead slayer of this team. The tip of the spear is showing.
3 squads left. Weigers Blast actually getting involved. Look at that. He takes down Kinderlix, so he's helping No Love Esports there. And as long as you see one on Alliance fall, you could say that Weigers are in a great spot to win this one. But Alliance, we mentioned it. Could they have a good game in game number 4 on World's Edge and put themselves in the conversation? And so far, so good. Both teams on the low ground, still alive and well, Fallout, but we don't know what's going to happen now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it looks like Weigers, well, they're just going to chill.
Wow.
There's no reason for them not to. They're just going to hold high ground, let these two fight. Guess what? They're actually the ones that are fighting. Look at these angles! You got to be kidding me! He just picked up an elimination. That was Blast, and now they're like, all the confidence in the world. They're going to find the last member, and that's going to be a wrap here moment. As Verazzi here finds himself in the same exact type of early fight as they saw, I think, last game over towards Fragment. And we know that with Cooler out, Na'Vi, I believe, also drops Fragment, if I remember correctly. So they get all of Fragment East kind of for free, I think. Because, with the likes of Cooler out and a few other teams out, not in this one, I think they might. Meanwhile, it's Fragment West that is quite contested here. Verazzi up against a big fight here. It's the same exact fight we saw last time against 3 Lane. It looks like it's going to be Verazzi who gets the better of them again. Woo! Very, very well done. 2-0. If I'm third lane, I'm looking to drop somewhere else instead.
It's funny. The hollow spray ended up attracting where the kill ended up happening. So in your games, maybe give it a try, grab a hollow spray, and then see if you end up getting kills like that. I'm not sure if it'll be guaranteed, but you just never know. Third Impact, a team that they've been more on the bubble for me than almost anybody else as far as incredible talent, but I just don't know what is going to end up happening with them in this lobby. And slowly but surely, they have 26 points now heading into this next game. They're still a good 20 to 30 points behind the leaders, but ultimately, they're in about 5th place. So
and they're just checking every corner, making sure no one's ratting out. I like that decision, smart decision. And here it is. Here comes the Caustic Gas. Not going to matter, though, as it looks like Major Pushers was content just backing out, resetting, and playing for the rotation instead. So that's going to put T-Rex in a rough spot, which is surprising because I believe T-Rex dropped Sorting Factory. So T-Rex kind of went all in guessing where that circle is going to be, and now they're going to have to make a rotation out. Yep, that's exactly why we see what's happening here. It looks like here comes the push through. T-Rex now needs to be careful for other teams.
And this is bad for Major Pushers. Oh my god, did he have another Caustic ult? What? This man, he must have been hitting an ultimate accelerant or something, or Caustic's ult charge time needs to get looked at because that thing came out right after another. I don't think they were expecting it. And Clevey, he's backing off, and despite the ults, you can see how desperate they are just to survive here. It's looking with the triple take, and that is just, if you needed an example of why that weapon's found value this season more so than any other, there it is right there. And the Hemlock Burst Fire from this range,
look at this,
doing so much damage from Paradise. And Purge are going to try to move in. Can they stay alive here? Because this is the push. They're running around, and they know everyone is here. Oh, they're going low ground. But it's already contested. He's lost 2 of his members. Badoli with the triple take himself gets a little shotgun damage there and over the fence. So now they've got to follow through it. The Crypto Drone comes in as well, Fallout, but the shield back is obliged.
And that's exactly right. Look at these shots coming through from Hockey's, though. Great shots at 140 damage with the flatline. Absolutely melting. Peacekeeper in his hands as well. Hockey's, Badoli, and Vapes. Some way, somehow, able to heal back up. This is the Cardinals we were talking about. 11 squads remain. They take out Weigers. That's huge. Weigers is out, and now an opportunity for them to continue to pop off
and
here.
Alliance, you can tell they're in 3rd place. They still need 23 points to get caught up with Weigers. But it just might happen here, especially if the PK keeps hitting. But not if it keeps hitting for 11. That's the problem, and we've all been there before. 74 damage now. Alliance Hockey's finally gets what he needs, and that's just to get out of here into the void with the Dimensional Portal. And so they're going to take the Rift back. Vapes trying to get alive. Badoli looking to provide time, and Hockey needs to get that shield back off, but will it be enough?
And guess what? It's actually Gambit that they're fighting against here. It looks like they're actually going to bait Gambit into the portal. So now, 1 member of Alliance, 1 member of Gambit. These 2 rival squads that have been playing against each other for so long in a little bit of a duel here.
Differential, and in 4th place is La Cité de France, and they have not been involved. They have the triple take, they have the R301, and they've got 2 red shields and a gold heading into the top 10 squads.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Hardeki, and we saw, of course, Hockey's there, two of the best players in Europe, Wraith players. Now, we're battling, but now the top base says, hey, who's the best Wraith player? Well, not me, as I get taken out. Unfortunate for him, and it looks like it's not looking great for Orgless and Hungry. Some way, somehow, Yosilta is able to back out and reset. Connects for 104 damage, but they are out. Just like that. Alliance, Orgless and Hungry both eliminated. Guess who ends up on top? King of the Hill right now is Gambit Esports, and they needed this game, Rain Day. They were in top 15, I believe, with 16 points coming into this.
Talk about top 15. Let's talk about top 16. And someone who's no longer Orgless, but he is Hungry. It's Strafey, who's been finding a ton of kills on the G7 Scout. Exactly where he started the round. Might be where he finishes it. But guess what? You can't stop Hawkins from finding a kill on the Rab, and that's going to be another KP for Alliance. They are not out, not by a long shot, but he doesn't have much to do. He's got the PK, close range. He's going to try to loot this up. Might be an Evo Shield swap for him at will. Heavy ammo if he gets it. And I believe that will just be Hawkins staying alive for now.
And while we were watching Hawkins, it was Na'Vi that found themselves in quite a few fights here. Looks like Claw's going to connect. This is the Na'Vi that we know is capable.
Hello.
Look at these shots. Nothing but damage as he just pops in. Back up and reset.
Bit of trouble, man, for Na'Vi, and I don't think 9 Impulse is going to have a chance to heal this little last part of his health before the circle moves. He's just going to be ready to fight. He's going to try to do it, but again, it's not going to go. I don't think he has enough time for it. He's going to lose more health than he gets for that.
What's happening?
I think he's going to maybe opt for the med kit so that maybe he could just try to get a heal off. 9 Impulse, though, he's basically just been out of this fight. He is still alive, however, must have taken the portal or gone into the void. He's going to fall pretty soon. It looks like Insiders could have a chance here against Third Impact because Na'Vi got involved, but Third Impact, as we
The top two here.
there's no doubt about it. I mean, we've seen games rival, you know, that 25 to 32 point range. If it's big, they're only down by 18. And I think that is a big thing. We're talking about that second place spot as well. Third Impact, though, really dangerous situation. And I can't believe it. They just got knocked out as the first team. They're the second place team in this lobby. Oh my God, that means second place is really up for grabs.
And we missed the early game, but we know Third Impact Black is known to drop Epicenter. I'm not sure what exactly happened that sent them over to Survey Camp instead, but it was to the hands of the Italians, the Muse Guns, that they got taken out. So unfortunate for them. But now we're on board with Major Pushers, another team that's in an early engagement here.
And they're just sticking with their plan, knowing you play 3 games on each map.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Meanwhile, it looks like Le Site de France does a good job taking out Zerifer and Co. That's T-Rex, so not the best showing for them. Unfortunately, in Zerifer's re-debut to Apex Legends Global Series, but great to see him back coming from Eastern Europe. He gets taken out, and now it is Le Site de France who has an opportunity to climb their rankings and climb their way up from 5th place at 36 points to 2nd place over Third Impact Black at 51 points as it currently stands. We'll see if they can do it. Meanwhile, Malawan and Co. are going to light it up. That's going to be against Third Lane. Nice job by Major Pushers. They continue their dominance here, Randy.
And this is what you'd like to see, especially coming through in a must-do, must-win situation for Major Pushers. And if they can continue to have an impact in the way that we've been seeing them have an impact, it is going to be something that everyone is excited about except Le Site de France, who seem to be going down here. Larabanu and the squad will fall, and that is Orgless and Hungry who are actually jumping into the party. And so that third party will end Le Site de France's chances of getting 2nd place. They will max out at around 37-8, and it's just not enough. Potentially putting themselves at risk, but we'll see what ends up happening. As you can see, just on cue, Rondon goes down. Is this post-kill going down? He's got 1 health, but oh my God, look at that. The Arc Star is so good. Woo! Oh my goodness, post-kill. Excuse me, Nakshira, one of the best Arc Stars I've seen, and saves post-kill's life.
Wow. Kashira with the massive play right there. I know you said you were a Lakers fan earlier. You got to pay some respect
100%.
to Kobe Bryant with that one. My man just banked it, but they're not done yet. It's the 4th quarter. You got to perform right now, Kashira, as they have their backs against the wall quite literally. This is looking bleak. This is looking so bad right now for New Esports. The Cinderella story is out.
Oh, and New Esports in the middle. Not inside Epicenter, not inside Survey Camp, but in between both locations, forcing both teams to move. And so now we've kind of got a battle on both sides, but right now Weigers, they happen to be the bread, not the bread, the meat in the sandwich, getting shot at from both sides. It's Nook who falls. Will the 1st place team be going down here as a result of Purge? And it looks like it will be as Sky finds the kills onto all of them. And that is Weigers out of the count.
in Apex Legends competitive fashion, we are going to have a wild finish, much like Poland in the preseason invitational, much like our summer circuit, super regionals, playoffs. It's going to be a crazy one. We got Gambit, Alliance, Flavor of the Month, a few others alive in this one. Na'Vi and Orglis and Hungry, I believe, are still in it. I haven't seen them in the kill feed. We'll try and confirm if we can. Purged in as well. Those are some of the squads remaining, but the ones that are in contention are Alliance and Na'Vi, and I wonder if they're still alive. We know Alliance is.
This is Alliance's game. I'm calling it right now. If oh my God, something like that happens, then never mind. Hockeys, he got a little aggressive. They had 3 Evo shields. They had good position. Weigers are out. Every other competitor, Alliance, could have made a huge comeback. And is it still something they can do? Ooh. They're pushing it. The Prowler finds the damage. Big triple takes headshot. Though. Vapes, what can he do? Alliance Vapes! He shut the versatility and the damage. And then, of course, coming in so importantly, Badoli able to help Alliance stay involved. Flavor of the Month. They're not really a threat as far as first place, but they are a threat in this game. But they go down thanks to 0-0 here. And Taylor coming through here with the Mastiff. He's going to fall again to Boone. So Flavor of the Month looks like their time is coming to an end.
That's exactly right. They're going to be taken out from No Name unless Pia can do something miraculous right now. But it's absolute madness. Alliance is going to come in and clean up. Hockeys does go down again. Badoli goes down as well from Insiders. Not looking good for Alliance right now. And that's going to be it. I think Alliance might be out momentarily. 3 squads remain. Pia is somehow still alive, just raining terror into some other teams right now. Look at the damage he's doing. Look at the DPS from Pia. He is an absolute monster.
Could this grenade hit? Oh my goodness. He did so much damage with the R301. He's managing both squads here, and he's got, this is the moment. And Gambit are
no
sitting
heals.
Pretty. Yeah, no heals as well. I mean, this is not what you want, but you do have an Arc Star. And so if you find tremendous value from that, maybe Pia gets a little bit of damage onto Gambit early on, then you might have a chance as Insiders coming from the high ground, but they've got the farthest to go. And there's the Crypto ult. It's coming in onto Leogri. They're going to lose half and the Wattson interception pylon, but what will they do now?
Oh, and Insiders, I think, makes the wrong decision. That was not the right decision. You almost want Pia to be the 3rd player on your team right there because you need him. You need him to do the damage to Gambit. Instead, Gambit cleans up.
I cannot
Here we
wait
go.
to see. It's a tie.
Oh!
It's
What?
a tie for 2nd place, but it looks like Third Impact is going to win the tiebreaker because of...
If it's a game, I'm losing, 'cause I said I'd never do this, and it's so